Boom.
There we go. I ain't as narrow now.
And we live.
I'm back on the scene with some brand new. Let the beat ride, feel the drums when it hit. Now ride 24s, now
Oh yeah, there we go.
6750 shit bad.
I like that. What's happening? What's happening?
They feeling this here. Straight to the bar, counting coke with a beer. Already got the mama trying to whisper in my ear.
Is that you rapping?
It is.
Okay.
Bars. My dude got bars.
A little bit, man. A little bit. Once upon a time, you feel me? Once upon a time. Y'all just enjoy the theme music for a second. While we get some people on here. Because I don't see it on Instagram yet.
Me
I
either.
don't see it either.
I don't see the live at all. I'm a shit and I know it. Got my middle finger up, cuz.
Well, see, I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it last time.
But I could.
I could.
I could see it. It just couldn't see comments. I couldn't see nothing else.
I don't see nothing right now.
I don't see nothing. I'm on the laptop too on Safari. I don't see nothing live nowhere, big dog. Let me rewind this.
Oh, because we weren't live yet. It just started. Now we are now live.
Okay. One day we're gonna get this right. I seen the notification pop up. I still can't see it though. We can give it a second.
I can see
There
it.
we go.
I can see it. Can y'all hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Good.
What's up? What's up? What's up, Peyton? Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Bro, I can't ever see myself go live on this thing at all.
And that's because you, but we live. I still ain't got it on my mobile.
I
So
got
I
it
don't
on
know
the
what's
mobile.
up with that.
I got it on the mobile. We good there.
Boom, boom, boom. Is this all you?
That's Courtney's cousin.
That's my cousin. That's my cousin, man. My big cuz. Dreaded otaku.
Letting the people get in the building. Let the people get in the building. Come while the doors of the church is open.
Doors of the church is open. Make your way down to the front. Sit in that chair. Cast all your cares on the Lord. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody.
Oh my God.
Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody.
Is that a thing in all churches? You come to the front and sit in that chair and hand your life over to the Lord.
It is, man. That's black churches. I don't know about the white ones, but that's the black church theme right there.
Did not
Hey,
see us starting here tonight.
hey,
Not
hey,
on my bingo card for the night.
that's how you know church over with. When they start doing that,
Yep.
it's over. We started at 8:00. It's now 1:00. It's time to go home. The Cowboys about to play. But hey, man, hey, everybody watching, man, welcome to another episode of the New Jack Archers, man. I'm Trey, aka the Dreaded Archer.
And I'm Mr. J Cam. What's happening? How y'all doing?
Mr. C. Will, Mr. Williamson, if you're nasty. We do this too outdoors.
Already.
He on it. Uh-oh. My boy on it early today. All right. That's how we doing tonight. The energy up. Okay.
Hey,
Yes,
before we
sir.
get started, I gotta know, man. How did the PS5 deal go down?
You gotta tell a story. Please let us hear it.
Just know I only had to pay $200 out of my pocket to get a PS5 without it with like 3 games. That's all
Hey,
you
yo,
need.
this is the biggest fleece in the history of fleeces, bro.
That is, but hey, that's big.
That's
He
all
went
you
in there
need to know.
strong on that man. Was like, I'm leaving with something. He with a straight face.
That's all you need to know. My son was happy. My wife was happy. I was happy. So we good.
Hey, I
We're
need
a
one
happy
too.
household.
What's
I
up?
got you, bro. I
I
got you.
need one too. And I
You
don't want
want
to pay
the,
no more than $250 for it. Help me out.
you want the one with the disc, or you want no disc?
Either way is fine with me. I'll take the disc actually. Keep it old
I
school.
got you. That's the one I got. I got you.
I got you, man.
We'll talk off air.
Bet, man. But how y'all doing though, man? How everything going, man? What's new with everybody? Y'all had a good weekend? What's happening?
Man,
We
it's
had a good
been
weekend.
cold up here, bro. I'm talking. We've been in the low -20s, -30s, -40s. I sent you that picture, bro. Said it's so cold. The plane's got a coat on,
Saw that.
bro. It's been wild, man. The car ain't been wanting to crank up, like do the auto start. Nope, you got to go out there and manually do it. Auto say he out of there, bro. Can't do it.
Hey, somebody in the comments, they own them already. They say, "Oh man, she will scam me."
No, hey man, that's a you gotta get in that system, man. You gotta get back in that system. Shape
Nah,
All
up.
right, so Will got a PS5. You cold. It snowed in Houston, so I think that's the theme. It's everybody cold everywhere.
everybody cold. It's in the teens right now in Kentucky, man.
I
So
seen jokers had snow in like Louisiana, Georgia, and Florida, places they ain't know what to do.
Bro,
Destin Beach is covered in snow right now. That's what threw me off.
Say it again.
Destin Beach is covered in snow right
Where
now. Like
about is that?
Destin, like Florida,
Oh, you said
Alabama line.
Destin. Boy, you so country. I thought you said Eston. I said, what? It's a new beach. I ain't never heard of this one.
new spot.
My
Yeah.
bad. But yo, Trey, you want to kick it off with the news segment, man? I think you want to go Mount Archery first. What you want to do?
Did y'all watch it live?
It was starting at the same time from what I saw, so I didn't see it.
Yeah, I ain't
Oh
seen
man,
it.
nope, I didn't see. I thought it was what you call it. I thought it was like an hour before ours.
All right, well, we can start. You can start with the other thing the topic you wanted to introduce, and I'll see what I can find on their page real quick because
Show. Well, saying this is we are now officially most states are in their off season, so many archers out there are now gearing up for either outdoor expo season, going around talking to different vendors and companies and stuff, seeing what they got for the new year. And if you're not doing that, you probably like me, you're getting ready for 3D shoots for the spring and the summer. So whether that be a shot, the 3D experience, Mountain Archery Fest, TAC, R100, whatever one you got or getting ready for, or if you're getting ready for all of them, similar to me, you're shooting. And I bring up a topic that I've had on my show several times where I have guests say that they don't like these 3D events because they believe that these events promote bad shooting when it comes to hunting. So guys go to these events and they'll shoot a target at 95, 100, 120 yards, and it feels like it gives them the confidence they can do that out in the hunting woods. I don't believe so. Some people do. So how do y'all feel about that? What's y'all opinion on it?
so you want to take it first?
I'll take it first, man. I think it's a good thing, but can also be a bad thing. Basically, these things you go to these things, man, and you're shooting 95 to 100 yards. So it does give you that confidence that you can go out and kill a deer, kill an elk, whatever. But at the same time, when you get back home to your state might not have shots where you're taking 100 and 120 yard shots. So me personally, I won't shoot anything past 60. That's just me personally. but I can see where somebody could say that those tacks and any of those 3D shoots promote bad shots because you're shooting at a long range and it gives you that confidence. So when you do go back home, you think you can shoot that far. So it can be a good, it could be a bad thing. So I think
For
it's a
me,
little of both.
man, for me, it's as simple as this. It's the gun control argument. Guns don't kill people. People do. Do you want to take that bad shot? Is because that's the shot you want to take. You didn't set those boundaries for yourself. That's the way you practice, and that's what you believe is ethical, and that's what you're going to do. The 3D competition isn't giving you false confidence. That the target isn't moving. The conditions are like while they do replicate scenarios we may come across in the field, it's not a one for one comparison. So I feel like it's up to the individual to have that discipline to either take the shot, pass, or whatever the case may be. I think it can make you more proficient at whatever you decide that your maximum effective range is. And it's animal dependent. But like I told y'all on the show last week, like, and I'm sure people do it, but me personally, like, I like to keep my whitetail shots 25 and under. I might shoot 30, 35 in ideal conditions. Can I shoot a lot further than that? Absolutely. But I don't think that means that I should. And me going to a 3D shoot and shooting and in a situation that has no consequences, but my own improvement isn't going to change or impact that. And that's just where I stand on it personally.
Big
Yeah,
facts, big facts.
I'm right there with you. Like it's on the hunter, man. Like you got to know the difference between shooting foam and shooting at an actual real animal. So that's gonna be on the hunter, and I think the guys that complain about the tax and the Mount Archery Fest, it's some they just don't like shooting 3D, and they don't like the whole atmosphere of the event because I've heard it's like a frat boy. It's a frat boy vibe. It's like, no, man, it's just a bunch of archers getting together, having a good ass time shooting and talking about archery and hunting. You know what I'm saying?
That's all it
So
is.
I think it's just they just putting their sour, or they went to one and it was so crowded and they didn't get to shoot the way they wanted to shoot, so they now it's got a bad taste in their mouth. So it is what it is. I think it's just one of those things where it just divides up hunters again with something like, oh, you're a tack shooter, you know, I don't do that, and people just complain about it. I don't know. It's to me, it's like
I mean, out of
it's
all the
all on the hunter.
controversial topics that we have out there, I really don't see why this one is one. Like,
You know how people
people
are
take
though.
bad shots all the time without even knowing what tack is. Like, so I mean,
People just want to argue a lot of times, man. Like if I shoot 3D and you don't, I'm a real hunter. You're a real hunter because you don't shoot 3D. Like, come on, bro.
No, to me, man, these events are it's just it's another form of training, man. Getting ready for the season. So just it's another form of prep.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You getting all different shot angles, you getting different distances. Yeah, you might not shoot 80 yards, but at these events, a lot of times you can watch. If you don't shoot 80, scoot up to your comfortable range and let one fly. But for me, I want to test my gear out. That's why I like it. I want to see how far I can sling that joker.
right.
yeah,
Yep.
I want to test my gear. I want to test myself in an environment where the pressure is a little bit less and the consequences are I may or may not lose an arrow. No big deal, right? Like I always can get another one of those. But I will guarantee you I learned something from that shot or in the execution. Which for me, every time I pick up the bow in practice is not just to shoot for the point of shooting. Like I think people I don't know if a lot of people have a plan when they go out shooting. Like, are you working on something? What are you trying to get from the session, etc. And I think
Yeah.
that provides a better opportunity than you'll just get at your normal range, in my opinion.
Yeah. I love 3D shooting, period, because especially tax, man, because it steps me out of my comfort zone. I can go all day long out back of my house, shoot 60 yards and be super comfortable. But once I step out past 60, it really tests me out. Like, all right, make sure my bubble's level, make sure, I got the same draw every time, make sure my anchor point's right, and then once I let that arrow fly, man, it's poetry in motion. See if I hit that animal, it does make you a lot more confident. So I can see why people say, it's bad because you hitting those 100-yard shots all day long on a non-moving target. When you go back home, you think you can shoot at an elk or a deer that might be moving at 100 yards and end up putting a bad shot on it or wounding the deer or whatever. But So I can see it both ways.
Yeah, I mean it's just like I said before. It's just another one of those topics where people just you know just something to go back and to go back and forth with. And there's even a small subset where it's like I only shoot this event. I only go to this event. So now you got more guys, arguing about which event is better. But it's like at the end of the day, if we all shooting 3D targets, we all becoming better archers. Why does it matter which event you go to? It's kind of
Nah, I
pointless
mean,
at that
like
point.
that part don't bother me so much, man. Like I ain't so much against that. Like you got a following, like you gonna have the fans. The fans are gonna be fans. You know what I mean? Like I just so happen to be wearing a tack hat right now, but that ain't gonna stop me from shooting that mountain archery, shot 3D or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean?
Oh
It's
yeah,
just like with the bows, like the bows got their fans, and even our pickup trucks, like. Courtney
Right.
still ain't living right, but we'll talk about that some other time, man. I'm trying to
I'm
bring him
all
back to the good
I'm
side.
always living right.
he drive.
No, you're living wrong, brother. You ain't got no
Courtney drive.
bow tie on that steering wheel. You ain't right.
I thought
Man,
Courtney drove a Toyota.
I ain't got no damn
Oh,
Toyota.
he trying to start this fight early. We didn't make it
Nah,
to
bro.
30 minutes and
Hey,
he trying to start.
what you? Yeah, Trey with his Ford Fusion, he drives to all the tack events.
Bro, I did see
Hey,
you put a deer in like a trunk or like a little hatchback or something.
yeah,
That was true. I did
yeah,
see that happen.
I had a deer in the back of a what you call it, a GMC Terrain.
I see, but it's still a
Yeah,
GM. I can let that slide. That's still GM. I can accept that.
y'all ain't
Better
about
that
to.
than a Ford.
I ain't got no Ford. Y'all ain't gonna talk crap about my Dodges though, dog. Y'all ain't gonna talk about my Ram.
Dodge, a flipped over. Never mind, that's Ford. Yeah, Ford flipped over, redone Dodge.
I
Found on
thought
the
it was
road.
found. I thought it was found on road dead.
Out on road dead.
That's what I thought it stood for.
Hey,
Yeah.
well, wait, what was crazy? This is kind of off subject, but you do know the guys that started Dodge, they work for Ford. The Dodge brothers left Ford and went and started their own company.
I
That's a
don't care.
familiar story. All over all kind of
It's
industries. I don't like the way you do things.
I
I'm
don't
taking
care.
my ball and I'm gonna
Just
go
cause
make a
you
new home.
just cause you put a cat in the oven, that don't make it a biscuit.
What?
Sidney D. Yeah, say something
Hey, in the
now.
chat, let me know in the chat if y'all ever heard that one before. That's a new one on me.
if you put a cat in the oven and don't make it a biscuit. Yeah, we ain't
Hey,
putting that
what's
on no
up, Bubba? It's good
t-shirt.
to see you on here too, OG man. I know you might be the only
Bubba.
one in there that just ever heard that before.
Oh, yeah. Him and Harry Tubble's classmates.
I ain't never in my life.
You ain't never
Never in
heard
my
that before,
life.
man. Man, y'all need to come to Kentucky and listen to some of these OGs talk, man. Y'all pick up some
I've,
stuff. They'll learn
I've
you
heard
something.
what fat meat greasy. I've heard that. I make you believe fat meat greasy. I ain't never
Dog,
heard.
dog, I got nothing for that. Absolutely. I don't. I got absolutely nothing.
Well, you never heard that?
No, no. I'm still stuck on what he said.
Oh,
I needed a 20, coach. Like timeout. I think it's a 30 now. I'm telling my age. 30-second timeouts in basketball now. I
hey,
remember when they was 20s.
hey, our boy Chris said he went on a hunt trip 2 months ago. He had a Chevy Malibu.
It was a rental, yeah. But you see, what's that
Rental.
Malibu though? So what? GM.
Chevy.
Come holler at your boys. We can
My
get
wife,
Courtney about that Dodge real quick.
my wife driving Malibu, man, but I can't do it.
Somebody in the house gotta have good sense.
Man, I grew up a GM guy, man, but GM, I was had too many problems out of them, so I switched to the Ram, and I ain't had
You
no
got
problem
problems with
saying
everything. I'm starting to think it might be you. You the
It might
common
be the
denominator.
operator. It's the
it ain't the
operator.
operator, dog.
He the common denominator. Hey, speaking of though, did he send you? Did you finally see that post he tried to send us with the lift?
No, I did not.
Yeah, the
I didn't. I
lift,
didn't. I didn't even give it no. I paid no attention, man.
man. It was a mossy oak bottom land lift. That dude was up in the tree stand, and it blew up on him.
It was a
And,
29. It was a 29.5. So I
and he
think it was the Lift X. I'm not sure. I don't want to quote. Don't quote me on that.
said he would
Maybe his
never
bow.
But I
know with a
think
Matthews.
Maybe his bow shop sucks.
Might be,
Don't
but
don't
I
blame.
need more details on that story. If anybody in the
I,
comments know what we talk about,
I don't
let
need
us
no
know if you see that.
I don't need no details. You see what it was. You see what it said. It said Matthews on the grip.
Everything fails, brother. Like and no, nothing is infallible. nothing in these day and ages. Like humans make this stuff,
Yeah,
like something is bound to fail.
you mass produce something long enough, you gonna find some failures. I
Yeah,
mean, that's just how it
it's
is.
gonna happen. It's just a part of the game.
You know,
But
honestly, I would love to like. I don't think they really mass produce these bad boys because what do we consider mass producing? What amount is considered mass?
I mean, how many bows does Matthews put out to all
I
these little bow shops,
I
man?
don't know the amount, but they are for sure mass produced. Like
That's
you can
definitely
find
mass
them all over
produced.
the country. You can't really do it any other way. I
Yeah,
don't
but they
think.
so behind right now. Like right now, if I go, like I was talking to the guy at the boat shop, he goes, if I order a Lift X now, I won't get that joker till like May or June.
But
Yep.
what makes you say they're behind? I can walk in my boat.
I mean, I
I can walk in the boat shop and get whatever lift I want right now with the
like
boat shop out here.
I'm talking about my boat shop is completely sold out. And he was like, I can't, like, I've ordered them and I'm
I mean,
just
but you
waiting.
got to think about the market you in. Like, I would assume it's a smaller market than being close to a major metro area like Houston, for example. Like, I can walk in the store and walk out with whatever lift X I want. Like,
Yeah, but he's a top 50 dealer in the country.
Yeah, if he's a top 50 dealer and he's sold out, yeah.
I mean, then like maybe he should have put more on his upfront order sheet
You
because
can't.
my understanding is you got to pay for them
Nope,
upfront before
you
you
get
get the
6.
delivery, right?
Everybody got 6 off rip.
Everybody got 6 off the rip, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, so it's like he's like, yeah, you can order. Like I want the Kuyu.
They got it here. You want
Lift
it in
X.
a 33 or 29?
I want that 33.
He won't say
They got it
33.
in the
I
33.
don't
That's the one
buy.
I sent y'all the video of. Like
I
I literally have my hands on it. They got it up there up
only,
north. I'm not
I
gonna
only,
shout them out because
hey, I only get my bows
but,
at Archery Outfitter, Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Right
hey
street.
man, look, well, how bad you want it?
Plug.
How bad you want it?
Bro, I want it, but I got to put
Tell
money.
them pick up the phone. I'll tell you who to call. I ain't gonna say it loud on here, but
I
tell them who to call. Get your Courtney on. Maybe you can trade and get your lift.
Say it loud.
Hey,
I'm black and I'm proud.
I'll give some labor. I'll give some sweat labor. That's the only thing I got to trade.
That's good enough. Bring your mule and your wagon down here. Let's get it.
This boy said mule and a wacky yo. What is up with him? He in rare form tonight, y'all.
I'm feeling good tonight, man. I got some rest last night, man.
And I was talking
apparently so.
I was talking to some old cats, man. They was saying like how they can't stand the fact that hunting is becoming a rich man's game. They said, man, back in my day, you could pull up to a feller's farm with a couple jars of peaches and some green beans, and he let you hunt all season. I said, you ain't getting that shit today.
I can still do that.
Absolutely not.
I can still do that. My neck of the woods.
Oh man.
Boy, y'all is crazy. So look, I just circled back on the mountain archery. I missed the time. We missed the time. That's gonna be in about 35 minutes or so. They're going live at 7 mountain time. So they're an hour behind us. I'm guessing it's the schedule that's gonna be coming out. So speaking of 3D events, we still going. We'll be able to circle back.
I mean, I can patch us in. I can patch us into that live.
All right, well, let's do it then. If we want to do it, and we'll have that coming up. I'm gonna circle back to it.
No, I won't do that. It's stealing his content.
Is it stealing or shouting them out? I think it's called fair use, but that's neither here nor there.
Right.
But speaking of 3D and all this other stuff, y'all got any 3D events coming up where y'all at, like in the next couple of weeks or whatever?
Man, we had one Tuesday. A new one of the new archery ranges opened up over in Madison. I guess it's like one the state opened up or whatever. But yeah, new archery range, had a 3D shoot, just an open house. I didn't go to it, but I heard it was pretty dope. But around here, it's too dang cold to be having anything outside. But there are a couple 3D leagues, going on. But I don't too much get in that because them cats be kind of weird.
Yeah, we got a couple 3D leagues in the place I shoot, man. But it'd be too crowded for me, man.
So here's the thing about the one bow shop up here, like that makes it unique. You just mentioned it's too cold outside. They got a 40-yard 3D range set up indoors with all type of targets, and eventually they'll have stuff, and that's where a lot of the leagues shoot as well. I checked. I don't see that they have an open one, but if anybody's around the Houston area, the Buffalo Fields Archery Club. The next 3D shoot over there that's open to the public is going to be on February 16th. That's a pretty nice outdoor range. It's a club membership only usually, but the shoots are open to the public. So if anybody around Houston want to go get their bow out and go shoot and go have some fun and meet some people, the next one will be on February 16th. And I'll remind everybody as we get closer to the event. If I'm able to, I'm not sure what my schedule looks like right now. I'm planning on popping over to check that one out.
That's what's up.
Mm.
Because we should be more back to normal next week in the 60 degrees. This snow and all this stuff that's been going on, we didn't sign up for this. Like, I don't soldier under these conditions. This is
I,
not the one.
I
Bro,
love it.
I
Colder the better.
wonder, like the deer down there, like what does it do to them? You know, because they're not used to this shit either. Just like the people they not used to it. They're like, you think there'll be like a large kill off?
Man, I hope it's not like extremely bad. And it wasn't like it didn't last long enough. I really think they should survive. Like, because it warmed back up, like, and it kind of melted. So I don't think we'll see no impact, like nowhere near what happens out west when they like with what was it, Wyoming? It got hit pretty hard a year or so ago, something like
Oh
that.
yeah,
I
they
don't
had
think it'll
a
be
ton of
that.
antelope
Yeah.
froze done. I'll be wondering if that meat still be good. Like when they die in like negative 30-degree weather, they froze solid, so can it still be good?
That meat's
Uh,
still good, man. As long as it's,
I
like,
don't.
man, I don't
I'm
know,
gonna
man.
venture to say that it's not. And the reason I say that is because I don't know if y'all follow Remy Warren or whatever, but he went on one of the musk ox hunts where it's super cold. He was saying like people were saying that the meat was so bad because when it gets like in those super freezing temperatures, the rigor mortis process can't happen. And like you need to have to allow the meat to break down and whatever, and it
Yeah,
affects like the
enzymes.
taste of the meat when it gets too cold. It's almost just as bad as being too warm. I don't have any experience with that, but for somebody of his skill level to say that on his podcast, I'm inclined to take his word for it when it comes to that one.
I ain't never heard of that. That's wild.
I ain't never
Yeah,
heard
like
of that
it's
either.
you can look it up. Like he went on that, and because he took a heater, he took like this heater and rigged it up like to warm the meat inside the Yeti instead of like keeping it like super cold because of the temperatures outside. He actually added heat to it so that process and the meat could break down. And he said when it was over, it was some of the best tasting meat that he's done. He did a really good podcast on that. If y'all want to check that out.
I gotta tap into Remy Warren. I think I follow him on Instagram and stuff, but I don't too much watch any of his content.
I mean, like I ain't got nothing bad to say about the dude. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know him like that, but I know he's for him to be at the stature that he is. Like he was pretty responsive. Like especially when I was looking into like the Western stuff, like early on, like got a lot of good tips and info straight from the DMs from him. So you know what I mean. But take that for what it's worth. But
Heck yeah.
that's one of my favorite podcasts that comes out every Thursday when you talk to like tips and tactics and learning some stuff. Like that's pretty much always in my rotation.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
that's what's up.
sure. Shout out to
Well,
my
so
boy
speaking of,
John David.
what's a go to for you two, like on the podcast world? Like, what's something that the listeners can go check out if they want to learn some of this archery stuff? Like, y'all got any favorites or anything like that?
Man, I listen to a lot of Nine Finger Chronicles with Dan Johnson and the Wired to Hunt podcast with Mark Kenyon. That's my top two. Mark gives a lot of. They're both big bow hunters, and they give a lot of good tips on early season scouting. How to hunt the rut, stuff like that. They give a lot of good info.
Yeah, I listen to Wired to Hunt too, man. But I don't even know if I should say this part. But let me just say, I love the Mark episodes.
Uh,
The other ones, they just don't sit right with me. I ain't gonna say the man name, but something about him I don't like. So I skip those when Mark be out on his vacations and stuff. But I 1,000% agree with the Mark
you
episodes.
talking about them Wired to Hunt Foundations podcast? The Foundation
Listen, man, you
episode?
try to make y'all always do it. Y'all always trying to throw the ball by the rim, and then y'all gonna clip me up during the week. But yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Man, I tap into like the Southern Outdoorsman podcast. It's Andrew Maxwell and Jacob Myers, the Ginger Bow Hunter. They pretty dope, and they always have like an interesting guest. Man, I had this one cat on, and I can't remember his name, but he like hunts like down in Alabama, like the swampy areas and stuff like that. And he was saying that he's like back in like I want to say it's like 98 or something. He like climbed in a tree. He got like I think he said he got like 30 feet up in his tree, and he was like sitting over some cattails that he knew that a buck was camping in or bedding in, and he got there like midnight and just camped out all night long. And then early morning, he caught this buck coming to his bed and got him like a couple hours after sunrise.
So he fell asleep in the street stand?
Yeah, he slept in the Joker.
Dang.
And nah, bro.
Yeah,
Ain't
but
that much trust in the world.
But
I been woke up and forgot where I was, and now I'm sitting there, trying to find my fall arrest system, bro. No, thank you. Ain't no way.
yeah, but he was giving like he give all these like these old tactics, man, of how he hunts. Like he like cuts the tongue out of big bucks that he harvests and he frees them. The next year he take that tongue, thaw it out, and he's rubbing it on trees and on licking branches and stuff. And like he says that
different.
like that's how he believes that's how he is able to harvest big bucks every year, big mature bucks every year. And
yeah, beast.
He different, son.
Yeah, but
that old boy,
unfortunately,
he different there.
bro, I was gonna have him
Oh,
I was gonna
my
try to
God.
call him on the podcast, like try to get in contact with him, but then I found out like he passed away last year. So I'm like, man, like
Oh man,
and like
sorry to hear that.
all that, like the only thing he got is like he was only on like 3 or 4 of their podcasts, and that's like the only thing like
That we got on record of him.
of him sharing his knowledge. Is like, man, like I wish a lot of these older cats would like write some of this stuff down, man. And a lot of them now, they're at the age now, they don't fool with this technology stuff like we do. So either they got to write it down or run into a guy like us, and we get them on camera and they lead a knowledge behind. Because bro, these old cats is taking all this shit with them, man, when they go.
Yeah.
And maybe in the whitetail world or whatever, but like Courtney will be able to attest to this because in turkey hunting, it's completely different, man. Like the old pro turkey hunter, like has been around since like the I want to say 20s or something like that was the original version. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no, not the old pro turkey hunter, but what's the 10th Legion? You got the old Gene Nunnery had the other one, and Colonel Tom Kelly had the 10th Legion. Those guys way back then had the foresight to write a lot of these books. And I mean, and I got pretty much anyone that you can have. Like I got it. And the crazy thing is like they took them out stuff from like 19, whatever it was. And a lot of those situations and all them, it still applies to this day. Like that's why we be trying to tell you, man. Like when you come on this side on that turkey side of the tracks, tradition is everything. Like it's a little bit. I just can't really put it into words to explain it to you, but I wish it was like this all the way across the board, man. Like it's just different, bro. Like
yeah, come on, Trey.
Am I lying?
This side, dog.
She will. Am I tripping?
No, you ain't tripping. You telling the truth.
I'm not opposed to it. Like I will go turkey hunting. I just haven't had any good experiences. I don't dislike it. I ain't got that bug yet.
Yeah, we're going
You need that one time that's gonna whoop your tail up and down wherever for a whole season, bro, and have you feeling sick every day, and it'll change your life.
Change your life. I'm telling you, dog. And Thunder Chickens is something else, dog.
Yo, it ain't the successes for me. Like it's the successes. Like yeah, that's cool, but them losses, bro, they sting. They hurt different, bro. Like when you can do everything right, you think they had it, and you still going home with your tail tucked between your legs, and then to try and do it with a bow. It's so hard, bro. Like I don't even want to try it no more. Like people that do it with the bow, like hats off to y'all. Like
yeah, it's hard. It's hard enough for the shotgun.
Like nah. Like we didn't have to make whole new loads out here. That's how TSS came into the game. Like no, like it's a whole different humbling, bro. Like I promise you.
I mean, like I said, I'm open to it.
We're gonna get together and we're gonna get it done, man. That's one thing. That's one thing I'm looking forward to. These cold temperatures. My mind is pretty much shifting, man. Like I cannot wait till some of them spring mornings. NW2F ain't too far away. I know Courtney gonna be down there.
Yeah, are you coming?
Come on, man. You know we talked about this, man.
Where your old lady at?
This, brother.
Bring her on the live.
Put me on the spot live. No,
TJ, bring yours on the live too.
No, I'm not. You call it TJ. See, he told me his name wasn't TJ, but if you look at his name, don't that look like it say TJ?
That's TJ. I don't care what it says.
That's what. Thank you.
Chuck,
My
Chuck
name
E.
ain't
Cheese.
TJ. Well, don't put that. Like I know what your name is, but don't put that in their abbreviation, man. Hey
TT
Trey,
all
yo,
day.
another boy. I thought he looked like he froze for a second, but
Who, me? No, I just stand still real good.
yeah,
That's why I
he
kill a
said I
lot.
stand still real good.
That's why I kill a lot of shit.
Hey man, so I heard you got some new gear or something you wanted to talk about. Do you pack out bags or something? Was that
Man,
you or was that Steve?
no, that was me, but I didn't even get them out the box. They like, they like over there.
Oh, okay. He said they didn't even get him out the box. Yeah, I thought he was ready from you.
No, man, like it's a 6 a.m. pack out bags, man. They're like reusable pack out bags made out of a nylon fabric. Got a zipper on it so you can fully unzip them out, fold them over, put your quarter piece in it, zip it back up, put it in your pack the joke out. It's good to go. And they got these tarps too, so you don't gotta like get your meat dirty. You just lay it on the ground and pause on the meat dirty.
Oh man, we are
But
officially underway.
No did it.
but you put the tarp on. It's got these nice fold up tarps, man. You throw them out. You can stake them down, and then you can, put your all your quarter pieces out on this tarp or whatever, and boom, zip it out, and you're out. You know what I'm saying? And it's reusable. So once you get home, get your harvest out, get it all processed, and then throw them in a washer. I personally would not use laundry detergent with it. I would just, probably get, I don't know, probably some other kind of food safe soap. But yeah, just throw them in the laundry and wash them and hang them up and you're good to go. Which I have
Yeah.
not used them yet. I just got them. So,
Yeah, so we'll circle back to that. We're getting
but
a new report.
that's what the instructions say. The instructions say throw them in a washing machine, wash them, hang them up and air dry, and you're good to go.
That's just like I was telling you, man. Like a couple of shows ago, it was either our first or second show. I was saying one of the things I didn't like about the broadheads was how complicated it was to resharpen them jokers. But they got a simple solution now, so I'm looking forward to getting that in here and seeing how I can resharpen my broadheads. Day Six and the same company, Stay Sharp, came up with a solution that's super super simple now. It's like a little attachment, and you just grind the. You don't have to do none of the extra stuff that you had to do before. So I'm looking forward to doing that in the future. I'll circle back in case anybody else is using those or those other concave broadheads like the iron wheels, etc. That's the drawback to shooting those jokers. I'm looking forward to that. I'll be excited to see how it works when I get my hands on it. Because after the season now, time to resharpen them and start looking ahead.
Man, I want to get into like a whetstone and actually like resharpening my single bevel broadheads, but I just rather buy a new set, man. Because
Don't
I
you
know
drive? I mean, even you wait. You said new set. I sharpen them when they come out of the box. Still, like even though they come sharp, I still take them and sharpen them when I first get them. You just be ready to hunt on the go?
I come right out the box, baby.
No, not me. I still take the things apart and sharpen them. Like I might not sharpen the bleeders on a brand new set, but when I get them, I want the main head. Like I want to see a little more shine on that edge than what they
Oh,
come with, even though they are hunt ready.
but these are those 6 a.m. bags I was talking about.
I like the Roman numeral, something like that touch.
Yeah,
Man,
dope.
hey, when I talked to old buddy, I didn't know the company was called 6 a.m. I was just like, AM. AM outdoors. I didn't know that. I didn't know that was 6. I was like, yeah, man. I've heard AM outdoors. He's like, oh, it's 6 a.m. I'm
6
like,
a.m.
oh, I got you.
He said you just completely ignored the sense.
Right,
Hey,
straight up.
Trey he's always messing up somebody's name, dog. Like
Man, how
always.
many weeks did it take him to get Tanaya's name right? Like
He's
we
always messing
was like on
somebody's name
episode
up.
4 before he finally got it.
Man, because hey, down south, that's Tania.
You from a different South, man. I don't know how I got it right because I'm not even close to the pronunciation king, but
Hey, I don't know.
Hey, you can always count on Trey to plug somebody wrong. Always.
We're loud and wrong too,
Bro,
proudly.
no, hey, no,
Boy don't care.
no. First off, you say I pronounce your name, your name of your show wrong. I don't. I just say it so fast. It sounds like I say we do this too outdoors, and you be like, we
No.
do this too. I'm like, that's what I
You
said.
always forget the two. It's always we do this outdoors. No, it's we do this too outdoors.
Bro, I just say it so. I just say it so fast, man.
Y'all boys funny, man.
Hey, but hey, Lathan said in the chat, he said Tulu Broadheads for the win. Have y'all?
I'm curious to say if you pronounce that right.
It's bro.
I don't
know,
want to say it. I saw it, but I didn't know. I don't want to say
No,
it.
I know it's Tulu because I had the guys on the podcast because we were talking about doing the Tulu twist. The way they broadheads design, it creates like this twist when it hits your game, and it's like, yeah, it's Tulu. Now, when I first talked to him, I did not say Tulu. I was like, man, I'm gonna let them say it first because I don't know what this name is.
No, I ain't never shot them, man. So I ain't got no experience with
I
them.
never shot the Tulus either. I don't know. You shoot G5, I want to say, Courtney.
Yeah, I shoot the G5s.
But those aren't single bevel, right?
No, I got no, they're not. So I've got let's see, T2s, Mega Meats, Montex,
All?
Magnus Stingers. I ain't shot them either.
I want to.
Hey, them Magnus Stingers is money.
Hey, y'all,
right now,
y'all slick tricks. Yeah, I used to shoot slick trick.
No, I shoot those. Man, I'm a man of many different broadheads. I've shot the Magnus Stingers. I've shot the QADs. I've shot Swackers. But right now, I'm running the Sever Titanium 2.0s, and them jokers is money.
Hey, I can tell you them QAD Exodus.
Yep.
Them
Yes,
dudes,
sir.
Yes, sir. Them broadheads are the truth.
I never shot those. I shot the G5.
They are the truth.
And
I did shoot the Montec from G5 and then the Rage Hypodermic Mechanicals, but the no collar version of those, but wasn't really a fan of them.
What would y'all say is the best broadhead on the market right now?
That's a loaded question. Like,
ain't no damn loaded question. It's
it's a loaded question because I don't think there's no way to answer it because like it's too many to shoot them all. Like, so it's like,
well, I was like,
thing.
who right now? Which broadhead company got the best marketing? Which broadhead right now is getting people riled up?
Man, I got to go with the G5 Mega Meats, man. I've heard too many success stories out of them broadheads from everybody.
Hey, Lathan, there go Lathan trying to start shit in the chat. There you go.
I will say, this week I got a ton of messages, and everybody's like, either they for Steve or they're against Steve. Actually, had a lot more people going with Steve than against him, which I was very shocked because people in the compound world, they got their strong opinions about crossbows, but a lot of guys were like, hey man, I see it. I kind of agree. I agree with him. It ain't as easy as a compound, but I understand why he used one. You know what I'm saying? Like it shouldn't matter what anybody used. And it just
somebody said it on the comment on the post that you clipped up. It might not be much, but the point still stands, and that's the point. Like easier. It's not about how much. Is it easier or is it not? Like, and we all know that it is. Like, no yelling necessary.
Oh, TJ said he want to get those iron wheels. Hey, them jokers is high, buddy. Them jokers is high. Have y'all shot iron wheels?
No, I ain't shot iron wheels. I've heard good things about them though.
I've heard a lot of good things about them, and it was going to be either them or Day 6, but I went with Day 6 for just the continuity of the system. So that was the tiebreaker for me. If I was shooting another arrow, then I probably would have gave them a try. But
yeah, I took a tomahawk steak and shot iron wheel through, and that joker tore right through it, no problem. One of them big old like 3-inch cut thick ones too. Just
look like the Magnus is getting a lot of support in the chat too.
A lot of Magnus is getting a lot of support.
Magnus getting a lot of support out there.
Hey, Magnus is hard, man. What's his name? The Wrench Fairy. He sent me a couple of them. He was like, "Yo, use these." because
You know
he.
who I thought? You know, I'm surprised. I ain't seen nobody from put Seaver in there yet. Like they seem like they got a real. They seem
I
like they have a really big fan. Like if
I
you want to talk
literally
about winning the
just
marketing war,
I just said that. I just said I shoot the Sever titanium
I didn't
super.
hear
That's
you,
what he
son. I
said.
was reading
Yeah.
the comments.
And you messed their name talking about Seaver. It's Sever.
My bad.
Talking about
Here they
me.
go.
Talk
Here they
about me.
go. Here they go. Round one. Ding, ding, ding.
Ain't no rounds, man. Like I
Uh,
don't. I ain't no rounds. Ain't no. Like y'all, when y'all, everybody came in here turning up. It's looking for the turn up. There's no controversy this week.
no,
Like
Hey, it might be.
there's,
We don't know yet.
there ain't no controversy going on right now. Like if that's what you're here for, it's already disappointing. Hour number one of the show.
yeah, not tonight. Hey, have y'all heard
You
of
know,
the
no. I was telling my girl this, right? I was like, yo, nobody remembers the part last week. Like, I had notes. We went through this whole thing about the Archery Trade Association show. I ain't seen not one clip about none of that.
Nope.
I didn't get
I ain't
none.
seen
It did,
one clip
bro.
from that. It was real professional before I went to check on what was going on in the house and I came back to a rant. Like, I was
Bro,
just as surprised as everybody else when I came back. I'm like, what is happening now?
when,
I
hey,
didn't know what was going on either.
when
I wasn't even on screen. Like, I literally went inside because I heard something in the house. I went to check.
I generated the clips, it gave me like 30 some clips, and not one clip talked about ATAs. I'm like, oh, now I gotta go back and actually manually make the clips. I
No,
just
you
ain't
can
had
just
time
type
to
it
do that.
in, clip anything. You know, I know how it works.
I didn't
We can
do
talk about
that.
it offline. I got you.
I didn't do that. But hey, have y'all heard of the Bear Archery Razorhead broadheads?
I have not.
I think you told me about them, and that was the first time I heard about them.
Bro, these jokers is old, bro. Like they glue on. Never heard of them. And then we had a guy come into the shop, and he was like, "Yeah, man, my dad, he's like 72, and he wants to, you know, not get in archery, but get back in it. And he want to know if you guys got any of the Bear razor heads." And I'm like, when I walked over to the spot, looked at him, I was like, "Man, we ain't got none." So Cam, the guy that owns the shop, he don't throw nothing away. He keep everything. He's also a picker, so he just picks a whole bunch of stuff at garage sales and stuff. So
My
he's a
type of
hoarder.
dude.
Yeah, bro, dude is wild with it. So I go to the back. I'm like, ask him like, "Hey man, you ever heard of these Bear razor heads?" Oh yeah. Goes in the back of this closet, digs in this box, pulls out this dusty box, opens them up, brand new set. I'm like, how'd you know where that was? I mean, I know where everything is in here, man. These broadheads are old, but bro, let me tell you, they are sharp as all out. Super sharp.
And we
Hey,
got white tailed. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, yeah, Whitetail Advantage said, have you heard of the Crimson Raptors? I have not.
I'm looking them up right now. I was gonna say the same thing that she was talking about.
See, Crimson
Soon
Talon.
as I type crimson in the next word, it auto completed.
Bro,
Looks like they got them at Bass Pro Shops. They're not too expensive. It's a unique looking design though. That the bleeders, the one I'm looking at. No wait, that's a grave digger. Hold on.
is it a fixed or mechanical?
The one I'm looking at looks like a hybrid, and I don't think this is the one that he's talking about. But like the one I'm looking at by them,
He said I shot those when I was 12 and they suck.
I'm sitting there thinking that they
hey,
was.
look, I ain't mad at that. You saying that they suck?
They don't even have the Raptors on their website.
I'm not even trying to rock the boat. I ain't trying to start no argument today. But you like when do y'all still shoot mechanicals at all or no?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that all you shoot?
No,
No.
I jump back and forth. Like I said, I shoot those the QAD Exodus, and then every
I
once in a
mean,
while
but
I'll
like,
jump back and
which
forth.
application do you like? Like, let's talk about this. Which application are you a fan of mechanicals for, and which applications would you prefer to have something like a single bevel or a
Whitetail.
fixed blade broadhead?
So whitetail, I'll use a mechanical. If I'm hunting elk or antelope, I'm using fixed. Even
Now, why? Now, tell me why.
huh?
Tell me why.
Um, because I feel like whitetails are easier to hunt than those other ones. So if I make a mistake on the shot, I guess I'm not too upset because I can always whitetail hunt. I can't always elk
You feel
or
like you get more opportunity to get after whitetails, right? So if
yeah.
you
I
have
get
like
more.
a
Yeah, I get
failure or
more.
something happens,
Yeah, I get more
it,
opportunities.
it
So
won't hurt as bad as if you got like that bull of a lifetime standing in front of you.
there you go.
Okay. What about
Yeah.
you, C?
97% of the time, I'm using a fixed broadhead. I just tried some mechanicals last year on a doe, those mega meats, and they did the trick. But I just like the fixed broadhead. It's less room for error, I feel like.
Yeah, there's less things. I feel like there's less things to go. It's one less thing that can go wrong. Like, and if I'm going to use it, a mechanical, I want one that'll still cut if they fail to deploy. I don't want to have to depend on them opening up. I like the cut on contact aspect of the fixed broadheads. And like I said, I did shoot the Rage hypodermics. Every time I've pretty much shot it, they did open, so it wasn't really like nothing against them per se. It's just I went with a little bit more a different package. I was looking for some more penetration in that single bevel, and I went from 100 grains up front to 125, and now I feel like I'm packing a punch I really want as far as getting that penetration. But it ain't nothing. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. Like either way, as long as you're responsible and you taking ethical shots when you hunting, like use whatever you comfortable with that you can shoot to get the job done. That's what I say.
Yeah,
Crossbows
Whitetail
not
Advantage
included. No,
said.
I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm playing.
Yeah, Whitetail Advantage said he used mechanical for longer distances and fixed for closer ranges.
See, I use that sever, and the one thing that I love about it is if you hit a bone, the blade swivels, and not many broadheads do that. Once they deploy, they lock up. These actually swivel, so you hit a bone, it's still spin, open back up, so you getting that 2-inch cut diameter, and you ain't got to worry about bones, deflecting the broadhead or the blade. So I like them, but again, them QADs you can't too much beat them. Them jokers is money.
Yeah, MQED's crazy, man.
Hey, oh
He
dang,
said he shoots fixed blades. This is Whitetail Advantage. Past of what was long distance, and he says I shoot my fixed up to 70. Anything past that, go to mechanical.
I can get down with that.
Y'all just a little bit different than me. Like y'all got more confidence behind that bow than me. Like
I,
that must be what it come down to.
but
'Cause,
also that's worse than hunting though, because like I said, if you go on to hunt like a mule deer, you know, you got to be comfortable with taking maybe a 60, 70-yard shot. Not every time. That's like I would say that's probably rare, but you still want to be comfortable with it.
yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, like I probably have different comfort level, but I don't think 70 on a live animal is it for me. Like so much can happen between the time you pull the release to that arrow arriving when you think it's supposed to be.
yeah. I interviewed a guy. It's probably my second or third podcast episode. Dude's named Tone Brown. They call him the Chocolate Cowboy. He goes to Africa a lot and hunts. And he said, over there, yeah, Chocolate Cowboy. That's what they call him, dog.
Hey man, where you was at? Chippendales? Where you find this guy?
Bro,
What?
I was just about to say like the name that
That's
when it came,
that's
I
where they
was like,
found it. Hey, look
Hey,
him up
flag
though. He's
on the
the
play,
truth.
man.
I don't think I want to type chocolate cowboy into my Google search.
Never in
No,
my life do I want to
type
type that in
in
my search engine.
type in Tone Brown. His name, I think that's what his name is on IG. But like I said, he goes to Africa every year, and he said you got to be able to shoot 75, 80 yards over there because it's so flat. I think his name's Tone Brown on here. I wish I could get him on
You
here.
should have
Y'all
started
crazy.
with that. Hey, don't tell me to go look up the chocolate cowboy. I don't want
That's
no
what they
parts
call. I
of
said Tone Brown, the Chocolate Cowboy. So y'all don't listen.
that. You're right. Maybe
What your mama said. You know how your mama always said y'all don't listen. Y'all don't listen.
yeah.
Let me see if I can find him on here. The
Is he
Incredible Tone. The Incredible Tone. That's what his name is on here on IG. Look him up.
That's a lot better. Now I can look that up. That's safe. But I have my algorithm looking crazy messing with C-Will.
Hey, that's what they call it, dog.
That's just like Ella. That's just like they call LL Cool J talking about they call me Big Ellie. Nobody calls you that, dog. Like, who called him that? Nobody. Like,
I don't
no.
think I found the right chocolate cowboy. This
It's
guy.
more than one. Oh man,
Yeah,
it's
it's
good.
The Incredible
No.
Tone. That's what his name is on here. It's Incredible
It's
Tone.
getting out
I'm
of
about to
hand
send it.
tonight.
this chocolate cowboy is the manager at the
And this man
the
saying, "Oh,
Margaritaville.
dude in the chat got me crying." He said, "I'm the Shamrock Mint Cowboy."
So,
Not the Shamrock Mint.
Let me see if I can get him on here. Look, I just sent it to you. I just sent it in the chat. It's in the chat. Incredible Tone.
Man, yo, that's crazy, big dog.
Y'all crazy, dog.
Hey, look. Why are you looking for that?
As soon as I seen Justin's face, dog, I was like, here we
No,
go.
you seen Trey face first. He looked at me right on the camera. I was like, oh man, I know we thinking the same thing. I'm like, here it go.
man,
I'm like, here it go. He was like, the what? The who? Like, come on, man.
like,
This
who
man
you
said Chippendales, man.
like, oh, yeah, who you interviewing on your show?
Found him early. Said it was the second episode too.
Second and third episode, man. Hey,
found him right in the beginning.
Check his page though, man. He's killed a lot of animals in Africa, man. He's a beast with that bow. He'll Matthews got to.
Everybody is. The whole world is.
I am not.
For the most part.
For the most part.
Yeah, y'all.
For the most part. Somebody got to be different.
Man,
there's always a Buck Nasty or a Silky Johnson somewhere, and he at the bottom of the screen tonight. Like,
hey, I'll take it.
Oh, hey, I do want to. I'm glad you brought that up. So I'm gonna start recording because I already talked to Jay about this. So start recording. So right now, what you shooting a prime, right, or bow tape?
Yeah, prime.
Prime. All right, you shoot prime. So let's say prime. The developers at Prime called you, said, "Hey, C-Will, we want you to come to the Prime headquarters, and we want to sit down and we want to design a bow, your signature bow. What features is that bow going to have?
What features?
Yeah. What would the C-Will Prime barterer do?
Hey man, y'all crazy as hell. Oh man, I hate y'all. I need new friends.
Yo.
Man,
Yo.
so I definitely need where I can basically not use a bow press for anything. I can do it all myself. Kind of like the
hold on. See, that's the first thing I said out my mouth too when he asked me about my Matthews. Very first thing I said, all of it too, not just partially. Tune the whole thing, no press.
Yeah, tune the whole thing, no press. It's got to be at least 34 axle to axle. At least close. 34 ATA. It's gotta have I like wide grips. I don't like those thin grips. That's why I like the prime grips. Because they feel good in my hands. And they don't slip. What else? Oh, that's a hard question, man. I'm definitely the top two, though. Man, y'all gotta think about this. I might have to get back to this on Monday, man.
Man, all this bow technology out there, that's all you came up with.
Man, that's all I can think of right now, man. That's really I don't need all this technology, man.
It can be something that's already out there. It's just what you want.
Yeah.
Because, like, I think what I said was I want it fully tunable, no press. I want a 33 ATA. I want the systems to remain integrated. So whether that's bridge lock or somewhere else, I like everything being central to the riser. I want it to be light and a forgiving brace height without sacrificing too much speed. Like, those were the 5 things that I came up with off the top of my head when he asked me that the other day when I was driving.
I ain't too picky though, man. Like, I ain't too picky. Y'all know me, man. I'm a pretty easygoing guy. But it's gotta be, I gotta be able to with no bow press. That's the main thing. Everything else, man, it don't really matter.
So if you in a chat right now, if you could sit down with the developers of a bow company to design your signature bow, what features would you have on it? Put them in the chat. For me, I would want. I don't too much care about being able to either put it in the press or not, but I want it to be super light. I would go solo cam. I want everything. Actually, I want the rider to be split, and I want the grip right in the middle. That way, it's if you're left or right-handed, it don't matter. You can put the sight on whichever side you need. So it can be it's a ambidextrous bow. That way, I don't leave nobody out. I want to try to get at least 350 feet per second, even though you're not even going to be able to get it. And a thin grip. Make it out of magnesium.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing I said too. I was like, I need the grip to be customizable, for sure. Like, that's one of my favorite parts.
You know, honestly, I don't. Yeah,
hey,
I don't too much know, and I got to start doing my research, which is why I bought the Bow Hunters Encyclopedia, so I can start really getting into the tech behind some of these bows and knowing like the actual name for the stuff behind it.
Yeah, me too. Because I don't really care about all that technical whatever. Long as it feels good in my hands and I can draw it back, and it ain't a Matthews, I'm good.
Yeah, y'all need to get on this right here, bro.
Bro, why he gotta hate like this? Like, this is unnecessary. Like, this don't make no sense, dog. Like, show me on the dog where Matthews hurt you, big dog. Like, come on, man.
I can tell you, it's when it kept messing up on him.
I told you, man.
But his Chevys mess up, his Matthews mess it up. I don't believe it was the Matthews. I think he was messing up, is what I'm saying.
I wouldn't. No, man. I can shoot. I know what I'm doing.
Oh, hey, before we move on, I do want to say shout out to the cat that hit me up in the inbox about the baseball bat, the wiffle ball elk call.
Oh my God! No.
I guess he must have went back and watched it. And he was like, "Hey, man, hey, where can I get one?" I said, "Your local sporting goods store. Just go and cut it out."
Bro, that was ridiculous.
And you know what's sad? I don't even know where it's at right now.
And it's probably for the better.
Bro, hey,
probably for the better. Like, that was crazy, son. Like that's something I would have expected that from C. Will, not you.
Hey.
Like, I can see Courtney taking his son T-ball bat and cutting it up, and making a bugle too, but not you.
If you go buy one of those $60, $70 bugles and you cut off the little fabric there they got behind it, underneath it, it is literally a baseball bat mold.
That's all it is. That's what
it's a baseball bat mold. They're shaped the same way. Only difference is mine got the grip on it already. It's the same thing.
Bro, you are crazy, dog.
Hey, my boy TJ said, "Hey, times is hard out here in these streets.
Times is hard. It's hard out here for a pimp."
I ain't never had no elk tell me he didn't know what it was.
Could you at least paint it though? It was still bright red.
No, that one is that's the two. That's the second one.
That's the prototype.
That's the second one, prototype for number 2. The first one I made was a blue baseball bat, and I lost that one, and I put what was it? I put real. I took mossy oak mossy oak.
You took that tape that you can get it wrapped it up.
That duct tape, and I wrapped that joke. I put a T-shirt underneath it, and then I wrapped it up in the duct tape, and I lost that joker in Colorado, in Montrose, Colorado. I went in the trailhead, so I'm sure somebody didn't found it and probably laughed the hell out of me.
They were like, "Yo, we got toddlers out here hunting elk. Ain't this a motherfucker?"
It's like, is this
got a whole child out here on the mountain.
Bro, I'll send you a
Oh,
picture. So the one I'm working on now, that's the prototype. That's the dreaded archer elk call 2. Coming to the local shields.
bro, you don't even like shields.
I
I
don't
noticed.
like shields for bows, but I buy other shit there. This shirt I got came from Shields today.
I love how we still calling him TJ too, and he said he don't like that shit. That's not his name. Like his name will be TJ from now on going forward.
Oh,
Look what we just started.
I thought his name was Taj Day.
He said Tajay.
Oh,
I thought it was Taj.
Hey, look, that's what I'm saying. Me too. He need to change that. If you scroll up in the chat, he was on it earlier. He spelled it out. It means something else, but I
he
call him
said y'all.
TJ too. He was mad at me. He ain't
He
like that.
said y'all gonna get these hands.
You ain't got enough hands for all three of us, buddy. Have you seen the size of C Will hands? You don't want them problems.
I'm gonna let C Will have it.
Yeah, that's you don't want them problems.
You don't want
You
these
don't want them
palms,
problems
big
at all.
fella.
Hey, my boy, a Squirrel Hunter in League said, go and get with the developers. We're gonna kill some squirrels with that rig. Yes, sir. Hey, do y'all small game hunt with y'all bow?
No.
With my bow? No, not with the bow. That's
Hey,
20 gauge territory for me. Not much with the bow. I'm not
hey,
against it. Though. Like I have to see jokers killing grouse with their like judo points and stuff like that, but I just ain't had the opportunity to do it yet. What y'all? What I missed? Oh
Chris,
shit!
y'all see the chat. I'm just gonna leave it alone.
Hey, no.
hey, check this out. This September, man. How about we all? Well, we're gonna start in May, and we're gonna go kill a bunch of squirrels with our bow. And we're gonna take them squirrels, freeze them, and then in September we're gonna go to
So we
the.
not gonna just skip right past
hey, hey, Chris got me dying, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
We're not gonna skip past that. Oh man!
have y'all ever seen Roots?
Of
Yes,
course,
1,000 times.
several times.
I mean, I had to
All
watch it.
7 tapes.
We watched it in school, and that was when you in 4th and 5th grade watching that, and you look around, everybody looking back at you.
Everybody looking at you. Yep.
I don't know nothing about this. I mean, y'all.
Hey, listen, man. I've been doing double duty over here. I'm over here listening to the Mountain Archery Fest live while we live too, and this dude is dragging this announcement. They turn him up in the comments over there. Just announce the dates.
Hey man, leave my boy Brandon alone, man. Hey, me and Brandon go
They're
way
like, yo,
back, like
announce the
old
dates. He
Cadillac.
talking about all this stuff. Like, yo, that's not what we hear. Like, come on, man.
Hey, I will say this because these videos we get on my. You ever watch those videos on like it'd be like a reel, and they'll be talking, and then by the time you think they're gonna get to the point, and then the video start over, and you don't realize, it, and you just keep watching it over. It's like, wait a minute,
Yeah, and over and over and over again.
they
They good
they,
at that.
they never got to the point. It irked my nerves. But
It'd be the worst.
getting back to these squirrels, hey, this September we're gonna go to the World Championship Squirrel Cook-Off in Springdale, Arkansas.
I'm down.
Who is we?
You,
Do you know
and
what
see
happened in
Will.
September? Who is we?
It's like 2 days. You gonna hunt all September?
You only get 30. You think I'm subtracting 2 for some squirrels, brother?
30 what? 30 days of what?
I'm healthy this year.
Well,
One thing and one thing only happened in September.
you
You
elk hunting?
think
You elk hunting?
you hear that, don't you?
I don't hear nothing.
Let me try it again. Come on now.
Oh, that's my fault.
He said, "You hear that, don't you?"
No.
I got man. You gonna hunt all 30 days?
No. But that's not the point. Absolutely not. But that ain't the point. I ain't thinking
Hey,
about nothing. I'm not thinking about nothing else like after the springtime's over.
Man, you can go
Like
kill some squirrels.
I got my
Hey,
draws mapped
hey,
out. I got
hey,
my units. Hey, look, he's dragging it over here. Like we'll talk about Mount Archery some other time. Like
hey,
I tried. He is
hey,
dragging it.
squirrel hunter Lee said the small game hunting with the bow gonna take you to an entirely different level of confidence. And he said, "See that right there, big dog. While we losing ground on the squirrel front. See, yeah, exactly. That's why the squirrel's taking over because y'all don't want to go out there and do nothing with them.
Hey,
You
I'm
hear what
that.
Chris said? They only get 15 days.
It's just two, so just knock it down to 13.
2 days. You
I
can
mean, like you
sacrifice
said in
a day.
September. What's the date? Like all jokes aside, what's the date?
I don't know the exact dates. They ain't launched it yet. I know it's in September though.
If it's in the front part, it depends on when the rut and what the moon phase is doing. Like, you know what I mean? Because
Last year
like
it
last
was
year,
September
like I was kind of
27th.
glad that I wasn't like ready to go because the full moon was like right dead smack in the middle of the prime days. So like I wasn't too sad about not being able to be out there. And I'm pretty sure it was crowded as hell because it was the last time Colorado was doing over the counter. I'm
Yep.
really, really hoping that people are applying their efforts and focus elsewhere this year because now you got to have points to draw in Colorado too.
Oh,
So
it's September 7th.
I mean, that's safe enough, but I can't really plan that far in the future. And I'm not the only one that gets to make the decision either. So I'm
Well,
going to see.
I mean, I plan on getting the Elkwoods too. Like I gotta I want to go with Chris, but he be ducking and dodging when I be like, "Hey, Chris, what I gotta do to elk hunt?" I'll let you know, and then he never let me know.
Ooh, shots fired. Bang, bang. What you got to say, Chris? What you got to say, dog?
Yeah, Chris, I'm trying to come get me a. I need an elk and a not a
Hey,
muzzle.
one thing, Chris will stall you out though.
Hold
I'm
on,
trying to go
time out.
hog hunting with my man too. He gonna
I'm,
stall you out.
Here go
hey,
your brother. Look at your brother, dog. Here you go.
What you mean? Look at your brother.
my brother
No,
is in the
his
chat.
brother
Oh,
in the chat.
I ain't see the chat.
Hey, bro, is
He a fool, dog.
Yo, come on, Nick.
nah. Hey,
Y'all want violence so bad today. Like it's just not
nah,
happening this week.
he trolling, he trolling.
I
But
know it is.
hey,
You trying to get it to turn up. It's about that time though when somebody will be coming in with some strong opinion about something.
I'm
Like
surprised no one's asked to hop on tonight.
I am
But
too.
but
Like
but but we also don't have too many controversial topics on the
No,
docket tonight.
no, we pretty
But
chill tonight.
but
speaking of topics though, do we want to make this announcement
bro,
or do we not?
I was just about to get to it. If it's what I think you're gonna talk about,
Go for it.
I don't know if it might be the same thing. Is it the same thing, or you want me to go?
Go ahead.
Go.
All right, check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Everybody listening, and the people that's gonna listen to this the replay. Well, we don't even have a set date or time yet, do we?
Yeah, we got a date.
What's the date?
Monday.
Monday.
We
This
said
month.
2 more Thursdays. Monday the 27th is the switch. Same
Yep.
time,
Oh,
different day.
that's not that. Oh, that's not what I was gonna
Oh shit!
say,
What are we talking about? Hey, that's what happened when you do a show live.
bro. I was hunting 12,000 feet. I will be in shape. I'll be ready. Matter of fact, I'll probably be 25, 30 pounds lighter, looking like a
What are
great
we talking
stud.
about?
Oh, Chris talking about going elk hunting in New Mexico. He said you better be in shape and get your dates. I'll be in shape. I'll be ready. But I was going to announce, yeah, we are going to do the first annual New Jack bow draft. We'll be having a panel of folks on the show, and we will be drafting our best setup. You'll have each contestant will have a budget that they'd have to stay in, and we'll be drafting bows, accessories, arrows, releases, all that joint. So you definitely want to tune in for that, and you'll be seeing promotional videos and amping up, getting ready for that. So you definitely want to tune into that show for sure.
For sure.
Absolutely gonna be excited about that, man. That was a really, really good idea. I can't wait until we're able to put that together and
And
and do it for the folks.
it can't be the first annual until after the first one.
That would be the first annual, though.
No,
Like
It would.
no, it wouldn't.
It
You
is
can't
the
say
first. No, no.
you can't
It's the
say first
inaugural.
annual.
It's the
the
inaugural,
inaugural. You're right.
There
All
you go.
right.
You
All
can't,
and
right.
so you
then
can't
it's
say
the
first
then
annual.
it's the second annual.
There you go.
Ah, look, Courtney.
Hey, my mom was an English teacher, dog. I'm sorry.
Hey, my brother,
The irony.
my brother talking about some legs burning, hands on your
Hands on your
knees.
knees. Hands on your
Hey,
knees.
hey, hold on. There's a story behind that right there. So
I was almost willing to bet money on it when I saw that in the chat.
so
What's
check
the
it.
score?
So the first year my brother and my dad came up to South Dakota to hunt, that was around the time where I was in my, drinking heavy and eating bad. I probably got to about 270. I was not in shape at all. So they come up to hunt. My brother, he decided to wait till the last day to shoot something. Matter of fact, he actually lost his job coming to hunt because he was told he put in for he put in for the hunt, but for the time off, but his boss did not, I guess, forgot about it. So on his way up here, they was like, "Hey, you didn't come in today." He's like, "I put it in." It's like, "I nope, you fired." So he lost his job while he was sitting while coming to South Dakota. Last day, probably about 20 minutes before last light, he's sitting in the blind. He mad, man. I lost my damn job. I didn't came up here. I ain't shot no damn deer. Man, let's go. Let's get out the blind. We get out the blind and he frees up as I'm getting stuff ready. You know what I'm saying? So I look at him and he reaching back and he doing his hand like this. So I just give him the rifle. This is pre-dreaded archer days. So give him the rifle and he puts the smack down on this buck, which I had not laid eyes on yet. So shoots his buck, boom, it's over with. We go get him. I've never seen a buck this big in my life. And I ain't talking about antler size. Antler size is he probably about a good 150, 160. Good buck. But his body was just massive. But we couldn't get the truck up to him, so we had to drag him about this field. So we started dragging him, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. We probably dragged that deer 15, 20 yards. Man, my back locked up, my thighs started burning, man. I get the I was like, go get the truck.
Okay. Hold on, fellas. I got some little bit of breaking news here.
Uh-oh.
Dear Math family, I got a statement from Mount Archery Fest. And I'm not even going to drag it out. I'm just going to get right to the point. Over the last 5 years, math has grown exponentially thanks to the help of some people added to our team. The people I've surrounded myself have lifted me, my family, as well as the event to new heights. Therefore, we have accomplished some amazing events and overcome huge obstacles. However, not all obstacles can be overcome. It breaks my heart to inform you that math will be closing the doors. With that said, the Derek Wolf Invitational is still a go, but it's taking the people from the 2024 event. So Mountain Archery Fest is no more and that's from Brandon Waddell, founder and CEO of Mountain Archery Fest. That explains the lengthy live that I was listening in on.
Damn.
So
Wow.
Mountain Archery Fest is now closing its doors.
Shit.
Wow.
That's not the news I expected.
Yeah. They said the Derek Wolf Invitational is still a go, but they're taking people from last year's shoot.
Yeah,
There's
all the winners
there's a
of
long statement out there. If you want to share it with the people, I put it in the chat. You can find that at mountainarcheryfest.com. But looks like we will not be adding this event to our to-do list this year, fellas.
Hey, my brother said, looks like we need to fill the gap.
I mean, I'm looking at the shot 3D experience for sure as a possible alternative. I know we talking about this live right now, but I feel like that's an event that we all collectively can look into as an alternative to TAC.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know where we stand with Western Hunt Fest either. I've been trying to get a date from y'all if y'all really want to do that. they a
Hey,
little different over there. That look like a tough event over there, boy.
oh yeah, hey, I'm hey. The
That event looked different.
Everything crazy, everything crazy over here. So once I get settled down, I can get back in the gym. Then we'll be good to go. But I mean, when Nick said we should fill the gap,
I know exactly what he meant. He meant building one.
I mean, I got a thing in mind, which mine would be small. I got the dreaded Archer Bowfest, but
I mean, we all have a similar idea. If we pull our resources together, like it's no limits to what we can really do. But it's gonna take some help from the outside, and it's gonna take some work. I wouldn't be opposed to walking up the climbing up that hill. That's for sure.
Shit, I know. Last year when I was in Wyoming, I actually sat and I was talking to Brandon. We were sitting around having dinner, and it ain't no easy feat, man. Like he was just talking about just getting the venues is like it's a rat race, man. Because like he would get a venue, and then then all of a sudden Tech wants to get the same venue, so now you're going back and forth with people and stuff, and negotiating. It's just it's. I can see how it can be hard, and I can understand why he would decide to close the doors. But damn, I hate.
Looks like Chris said though. Sorry to cut you off there. He said looks like Chris said he already planned on building a shoot as well. In the
already.
chat. Salute.
He said fill the gap with new bows and switch for Matthews. Boy. Ain't nobody switching. That's one business I would never get. I would never get into is that bow game.
What do you mean? As far as which end?
Like actually like starting a bow company and try like from scratch. I feel like that would be the hardest shit to do right now.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't got the time, money, resources, nothing for that.
Hey, Squirrel Hunter Lee said, "Hey, y'all talking serious business now. Nothing worth doing is easy." Nah, hey, that's true. If you're gonna do it, you gotta do it big.
The thing that all right, here come my controversy for the week. The thing that's really gonna piss me off though, like all these people would be like, yeah, do that until it's time to do that, and then ain't nobody showing up. Oh, who y'all think y'all is? The tickets are so high. Right. All you motherfuckers got such a good idea until it's time to put your money where your mouth is, and then you got all this money for Louis Vuitton, but you can't go support your man's because this T-shirt $50, but you got $700 Balenciaga tees on, man. Like, so if y'all really gonna support, put y'all money where your mouth is, or miss me with the bullshit and do me a favor and shut the fuck up. How about that? Like, if you're gonna be down, be down. If not, move around. That's all I got to say about that.
Hey, bro, a couple years ago, that's more than a couple years ago, but me and my brother, we started this thing called Maximum Athletic Performance Inc. So he got his he's a personal trainer, so we was doing training high school kids, football, basketball, baseball, all that stuff. So we came up with some gear, I'm saying? At first, we were just wearing the gear, and people, oh man, y'all should sell y'all gear, man. Y'all should sell y'all gear. Y'all gotta do that. So man, we started selling gear. Boy, let me tell you. Crickets, boy. We got all these T-shirts, but then his clients started buying the gear, and then they family started buying gear. So we started selling it. But boy, it was hard. After we sold the last shirt, I said, "Man, we done with this shit, bro. It's hard living." Hey, Nick said the problem is there's no kickoff of the small business brand. How I feel about that?
And the problem is he says no knockoff of the small business
brand. Oh yeah, no knockoff. I thought I said kickoff. No knockoff.
Oh man, Nick said we got to go put our own product in Chinatown. That's crazy.
Who said that?
We got to step on Blue Magic for the people to believe in it.
No, what did he say? They said the problem is there's no knockoff of the small business brand.
Yeah, no knockoff. Like it ain't popping enough. Like everybody running out to cop the Gucci bags from the China man, or got the booster or whatever. They got that secondary market, and nobody knocking off your stuff. You ain't popping. That's what he tried to say.
I got it. And it's hard to build a brand, but I can tell you now, like trying to start a bow brand from scratch, that's got to be the hardest thing. Because I was talking to the people of the former owners of Athens Archery, and just the startup cost alone was just nuts. And then the
marketing bill that's gonna kill you.
The competition, that's it right there.
The marketing bill alone is gonna kill you.
Because you got to market it. especially being small. You got to market
And
it.
that's the game that Matthews wins every year. Like you can feel how you want to feel about Matthews, but don't nobody play that game better than them.
No.
Nobody. And my best Keith Sweat voice. Don't nobody do that game better than them.
Hey, but hey, we had me and my brother talked about this on a show a couple months ago. But like, what if a brand that's not necessarily in the outdoors jumped in the outdoors and started making bows? Like, say Nike started making bows. Well, you think people will buy it?
Absolutely. Just
I
because it's
think people
Nike.
will pay attention to it for sure.
Because it's Nike.
That's gonna get some eyes and some people gonna pay attention to that. People that
Hey,
don't know nothing about what like that actually means, but the fact that it's a Nike bow, that would make some noise.
he said a real one, not like that cat y'all had on here a few weeks ago.
Oh my God, son. Y'all are doing the most right now.
Oh, he said whatever we decide to do, he got the marketing team.
I read
And
what he said. I wasn't gonna say it out loud though. I can read too.
Nike would take over the outdoor game if they got into not just the outdoor game, but if they got into the hunting lane.
Yeah,
I believe
they take over.
within 2 years they take over straight up.
I think it depends on like who they bring in though. I think it depends on who they
Nike
bring
got the money to
in.
bring in whoever they.
Bro,
I mean, yeah, but like, will you listen to them or not? Like, because sometimes you can get in your own way with pride. You know what I mean? So like, it depends on who they bring in and who they want to listen to, like, in what direction that they want to go in. But they have the resources to be number one for sure.
oh yeah, bro. I think with just the pro staff alone would be crazy because I think they mix it up with athletes and hunters.
Yeah,
So
they do both.
they would go get a guy like Derek Wolf. They'd go get. I mean, they'd probably even get cats that probably don't even hunt and put a bow in their hand like a Pat Mahomes, and people would just go nuts.
If they do that, dog, and then that's it for me. I'm out. Like, you done went too far. Like,
No, I'm
you done went
saying,
too
but
far. I'm done now. Like, not here. You could have said anybody but Mahomes. Like, we're gonna win. No, I can't
I mean,
support that.
that was just an example. But I'm saying
I know, but
they
that's
could
a
go,
bad one.
they would literally go to these sports teams and say, "Hey, which one of y'all hunt? You with us?" And then,
I
like
mean, like
Chris
I said,
said,
their resources and their capital is unlimited. So of course they could do it, but what would that look like? I'm pretty sure there's a segment of people out there that expected the same thing from Under Armour, but then whatever that situation was with them happened, and now here we are. So
but see, but Under Armour was coming up. Like at one point in time, like when they first started the outdoor line, that shit was making its way.
Yeah, it
They
was.
just they
it
just
was.
they just put their foot in their mouth. But like Nike getting in the outdoor game, bro, like Chris said, they get the top 5 pro shooters in the country off rip because they got
Yeah,
a
because
budget.
they can afford to.
But
They would pay more money than anybody has ever paid before for something like that, and completely
Right.
reset the market, like hands down.
exactly.
I said Levi would be Nike.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
I imagine that. Like Levi
and he
was
can
a
still
Nike
shoot as
ball.
Matthews. So like,
Right. Like
Yeah, and
crazy.
Chris said John Jones shoots PSE. So I can see Nike saying, "Hey, come on over here, player." So you get the athletes that are hunters, and you would get guys that are already big in the outdoor industry. I mean, I don't see Chris B. I don't see Levi Morgan. I don't see none of them cats staying with who they with. And
No,
Nike
they
came in and
wouldn't.
wrote them that check.
Nike writing that check, they gone. Dudley, all them.
Yeah, they gonna have everybody.
Everybody.
are we saying that? Are we saying for apparel only, or for the bow too?
I'm talking for both apparel and a bow.
I can see it on the apparel front, man, but I feel like you got to prove it on the bow front.
Bro,
But
because
think
You got
about
to
it. If
prove
they
it.
if they
they
sign
can
a Levi,
afford.
they sign a Levi, sign a Dudley, they're gonna tell Nike what to build. And they're gonna build it just like they tell them to. And they're gonna have
I
a
can see. I can see a
they're gonna
world
have
where
a
it happens, but that's the way.
they're gonna
That's
have
the way it got to be.
a
That's
signature
the way it
Levi
has to
Nike
happen.
bow. They're gonna have a signature Dudley bow, a signature Chris B bow. Like, yeah,
Ain't
Nike
nobody
would take
buying that
over.
shit. Damn
Hey, bro,
signature It's Debo. You might want that.
bro. Hey,
No,
as
I'm
much,
just
hey, I'm
saying,
telling
bro.
you, bro.
He got a big following, bro.
Yeah, and they believe everything he say. So
You
I'm
take
telling you
that
now,
T.
it
I'm
would.
T-Pain. I can't believe it. Nope.
It would.
Nope.
It
Nah,
would.
no thank you.
That would literally turn the
I'll
honey
shoot the
industry
Levi
upside down.
Morgan special. I'll shoot the Remy Warren edition, but I ain't shooting no. Nah, I ain't doing that. Sorry.
Or like my brother said, they can come in and buy PSE
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
in their
correct.
technology and just make it look better and it's got the performance. Now you just put a name on it.
Or buy PSC, the company, and make they have Nike arrows. Make Nike their arrow company. You know what I'm saying? Have Nike make their arrows. They
Yep.
do too.
I think they would do it all. If they're gonna do it, they're gonna do they'll make the arrows, they'll make the bows, they'll do the apparel, and it would just be something different than the outdoor world's ever seen. I think anyway.
Yeah, you got a point. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, I mean, like, it would be crazy just because, like, Nike is Nike, but I don't trust them to do the right thing and make the right decisions. Just if you look at what's going on in the shoe game, they losing so much ground to these companies like Asics, Brooks, Hoika's, and the likes when it comes to the running shoes. Like them Jordan, them retread, same Jordans we've been buying for the last 35 years ain't enough no more. Like
Yeah,
Nike is kind of losing its way. Like
but I
they
think that
losing market share. Like
they're not
you
trying to do
gotta
running shoes no more.
Nike ain't like Nike from the 90s and the 2000s in today's world. If you just look at the market share, like them earnings reports and the numbers don't lie, bro. Like I don't know if Nike got the juice like still like y'all think that they got it. Like
I think they still got the juice because just look at it like this way. Now with just shoes, look at their clothes and everything. Like even the jerseys, there are more. I bet you 75-80% of sports teams were Nike.
I mean, like sports jerseys aside, I'm just talking about shoes. Like,
Yeah,
look at what's going on
even
with
with
Puma and
shoes.
all the other brands I just named, yo. There was a point in time where people would not be caught dead in them shoes. But if you look around at the landscape now, like Nike is not the prevalent shoe like as it once was. Like if we're being
Not
objective about it.
for running. Like they probably say we just won't do running shoes. Like we lost that front, but we still the market leader in everything else. Like the sneaker, they run the sneaker world.
They've been running the sneaker world.
Yeah, they
They
run it. All I'm saying is the market share, like in the lead that they had, like they didn't gave up some ground. Like of course Nike is still Nike, but like there's been a shift like in the direction. Like and it ain't just me that notices that. Like
I don't know, man. If you look at them, all these big name, sneakerheads,
I mean,
man.
they're
They
they're
got the
for,
Nikes. They got the Kobe's. They got the LeBrons, the Jordans. Then you got all these like the Dunks, the
if
SBs,
you
all
talk
that.
about
They still
basketball shoes, that's one department.
yeah,
it
but
don't matter, man. But look at the resale on these shoes, man. You
Nike
got
doesn't benefit from resale. Resale doesn't go to Nike's bottom line.
mm-mm.
That's not on their quarterly earnings.
I'm not saying Nike. I'm just talking about resale period. Like if you buy a pair of shoes off the sneaker app right now for $220, you can go out to a reseller and get $500 to $1,000 out of it. That's how big Nike still is, man.
I'm not saying I never said Nike wasn't big. I just said I don't think they have the juice that like
I
I
mean
think
we
Nike
think
still
that
got the
they
juice
have
they've
like
always
on a
had, though,
worldwide
man.
scale.
they're 50% of the market. That's
That's
And
half.
what did it used to be though? It was way more than 50%. The numbers are down. Like you can
it
look
was
it
like
up. Like it's
yeah,
not a
it's
lie.
down 17%. So at one point in time they were 67% of the market.
It's down 17% of what time period? This year, the last 3 years, or whatever. There's a trend
That's
going
that's
on if you
that's
look
that's
at it.
that's 2024.
Exactly. 17 in 1 year. That's unheard of for Nike. The numbers, men lie, women lie, numbers don't, buddy. There's a change going on out there. And y'all might not see it now because the change is not coming from within our culture specifically. But when you step back and look at that 10,000 foot view, they eating up ground left and right. And that was unheard of even 10 years ago, bruh.
Yeah, but I think that's just in the what you call it, like the running shoe. Like
Yeah,
no
because
one
they're
like
not
they're not in
Nike's
the
not.
running shoe game anymore. They
They're not.
make them, but ain't
They
nobody
make
buying
them.
them.
Nobody's buying them running shoes, but you
But
got to look at
everything
all the
else
other shoes they buying, man. Like
they in.
It's crazy.
I don't know. But I was just going to bring up Nike because it'd be dope to see them in the outdoor game. But I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, I
All
would.
right,
I
man.
would.
But before we wrap it up for tonight, moving on. Like we was going to that gear. See, Will, you had some what was it? Some scopes or optics or something like that you wanted to talk about for the bows, or you want to save it for another time?
I'm gonna save it for Monday.
All right.
So we
So
go
that's the other announcement. Are we still? That's the plan. We're still
Monday.
making a move. The New Jack Archers will now be moving from Thursday nights to Monday nights. Now that we don't have to compete with Monday Night Football and any of that other stuff for the rest of for the
Can't
rest of the year, we're
can't
gonna be
compete
dropping
with
on
the Shield.
Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central for the foreseeable future. Our weekly show will be going live on Monday, so we'll be right back at you in about 4 days.
That's it. What you
Oh,
call it? Dang, oh yeah, you can't compete with the Shield. That's what I was gonna say. You can't compete with Monday Night Football at
no.
all, or Thursday Night Football.
Or Thursday night
Boy, we
football.
have been catching it, boy, but we still been doing what we've been doing. Like the national championship want to be on the days, but now we got a pretty smooth stretch, I think.
That was garbage, by the way.
Yeah,
Just want to throw it out there.
I agree.
Yeah, do not pass go, do not collect $200. I expected way better than that.
Hey, what is the Super Bowl for outdoorsmen? What's our big event of the year
Mm,
For
that's a
outdoorsmen
good question.
or for outdoorsmen or archers.
for archers?
Non-existent. We don't have one. We all spoke about ATA. Somebody need to step up and fill that gap. We don't have one. Next question.
Hey, actually, and they're talking about folding that up, maybe potentially.
Really?
I heard the
I wouldn't,
grapevine.
I wouldn't be surprised for all the reasons we named last week. For
Yep,
anybody in the chat that didn't see it,
I was, I
like
was,
hopefully
I
we'll
was
get some clips from that. Like, and eventually we'll have these full episodes out for replay. But yeah,
I mean,
there's
they,
got to
they,
be something better than that.
yeah. Oh, bro, like talking to Kim, and he was like, he talked to some guys that's on the board, and they're like, yeah, it's kind of like maybe we do it like every other year.
Bruh,
Or do
like
it every
I
year.
don't
Just
want to rehash the topic, but they need to rethink the approach in its entirety, in my opinion.
bring the consumers in, bring the public in. That's all you got to do.
Leaving money on the table.
I mean, and I'm not even gonna say it's just dependent on that, but they don't attract like all of the right manufacturers. Because I mean, like Shot Show ain't open to the public either, but they do that right. Like
Yeah, shots
everybody,
got it down.
everybody on that world is involved. We get all the content. It's not
Shots
the
got it.
same when you look at the ATA show.
I thought Shot Show was open to the public.
I don't think it is. Like
It
to
is.
attend, you have to be. It's like you have to be in the industry and like all these requirements as well. Just like the ATA show, you can't just roll in the Shot Show because you want to.
Yeah, you can.
I thought Shot Show was open to the public.
It's open to the public.
All right, I'm gonna double check y'all on that because I was just on there today.
Right here. So, so you go here, and you'll either be a potential exhibitor or an attendee, and then you register. Boom,
Then
boom,
you got
and you get
media too.
yep, you can be media. You can get your ticket. Yeah, it's open to the
Yeah,
public.
but you have to be approved though. Like it's not open to the public. Like you can't just walk in there. Like
No, you just got to buy your
no,
ticket.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought it
I'm
was
pretty
open to
sure.
the public.
Yeah,
Thought it was.
registration. Yeah, this I was almost I was almost for certain it was open to the public.
retailers, ranges, law enforcement, armed forces view attendance requirements. It is not open to the public.
It says
It's open
buyers.
to no. Let's
It's
share
one
my.
ninety.
You want to share my screen because I'm reading it right off the website. Admission at the Shot Show is open to businesses and government entities in the shooting, hunting, and outdoor trade, as well as commercial buyers and sellers of military, law enforcement, and tactical products and services only. It is not open to the public. It is no different than ATA.
Oh,
Like I'm right here on the website and I have their mission requirements right in front of me. It is not different whatsoever.
Yeah, I
It's
thought it
not
was
open
to
to
the
the
public.
public. Maybe there was a time where it used to be, and we all know somebody that's there right now. And it's
Mhm.
if it was open for the public, I probably would have been there.
I thought that shit was open to the public.
Yeah, I
It's
did too.
not. The chat is confirming that as well. Like y'all should know by now. Like when I say it, I got the receipt on the
Oh no, I
back
mean
end of it.
I was on the
I
website,
ain't saying it just to
but
say
like,
it. Like
but I
it's
saw
not
it
open to the public,
where it says
and it is still
attendee.
highly and wildly successful.
Yeah,
Like you can look it up. I'll put it in the chat. Like here's
no, I'm saying
the
like I was on the website, but I saw where it said like attendee. So I figured
yeah.
if
You
you said
click
that,
on attendees, and then it'll list the requirements. There's still requirements to attend. It's not just open for everybody.
or you can become a member of the.
NSSF, and they still have to approve you. Yeah.
That's wild. Mm. Shot show doing it different, I guess. I have no idea
Yeah, Shot Show
why.
got it down.
But also, if you think about Shot Show, all the big names go there. Like,
That's
Oh
what
yeah,
I said. That's what I
but
started with. It was
but
like
here,
they attract all of the brands and everything, and we get the content still. We know what's going on. We know what's what with Shot Show. Like there's still a difference in how they approach the event compared to the archery side. Like I just seen Chris and Michael Waddell take a picture earlier today. Like that's a combination I never would have thought I'd seen ever in my life. But yeah, here we are.
who? Michael who?
Michael Waddell, you
Michael
don't know Bone
Waddell.
Collector?
No. I mean, he took a picture with who?
Chris, our buddy Hoodnet, got down
Couldn't.
here in the South Texas, Houston area,
Oh
Southeast
hell yeah!
Texas. Like they all just took a picture together. Him, Frank Mayberry, all of them. Like
Yeah, it's like NWTF, same way, man.
But check this out. Like
except
Matt,
NWCF is open to the
It's
public.
open to the public, so you can get in there and take pictures with whatever. That's why I like going, man, because you can talk to all these cats and see what's coming out. But I feel like that's what the ATA is missing. I mean,
it's weird because Matt McPherson sits on the ATA board, but yet his company is not there. Ain't that's
I
weird?
don't even know that he's still on there because they got the board members tucked away now, and like the whole website is like a
No,
little weird
I
and
know
secretive for me.
no, I know because like Cam, he's like good friends with Matt McPherson. He was like, I've talked to Matt, and I don't understand why like you're on the board. Why isn't Matthews there? But I guess they don't need to be there because like what like who not gonna buy Matthews because they didn't go to ATAs?
all right.
Nobody. They won the marketing war.
Yep. I don't know. But my
I
brother goes.
mean,
That's how you gatekeep the industry.
but it works for one. It works. It works for Shot, so it doesn't work for ATA. Like, and most people I would venture didn't know what ATA was until we talked about it last week. Like, for a good majority of it, I know
Well,
some of us we do know who it is, but it's like something has to be done. Like, there's a gap that needs to be filled. Like, I feel like there's a better way to do it. And what is archery Super Bowl? Elk season. That's my
right.
answer. Like, it ain't none of
Hey,
these trade shows. Like it ain't
well,
no event. Like that's
th-
it. That's all.
that's should be our next thing. We should do like a investigative documentary about why ATAs ain't open to the public.
Yeah, we
Man,
need to get up there next year.
Yeah, get in that thing, and get to asking questions.
yeah, for sure. I'm agree with that. I'm looking forward to the boat drive. I'm looking forward to Monday. We got a short turnaround this week, man. Anybody in the chat got any questions or anything y'all want to talk about before we get up out of here for this week?
If not,
Anything y'all got? C. Will, Trey. Anybody want to talk about one last thing before we wrap it up tonight?
shit, get that range time in. It's the best
Yeah,
time
get
to
it.
do it. It's
Right.
cold. Ain't nobody doing nothing. Get in that range, slaying that carbon.
Get on that range and sling that carbon. That's for sure.
See,
Slang
Yeah,
that
hey,
we breezed right on past that, but we'll get into that on Monday.
we
Talk about like what our off season's been like and what we doing as far as the print. It's like how often y'all been shooting so far for the off season?
right now probably with my schedule like once a week.
Not as much as I want to is the answer to my question, but you see it right behind me. It's up there. It's ready to go.
That's
But
it. Hey, my boy South 605 said manufacturers' attendance is going downhill anyway. They might as well start selling tickets to the general population at ATAs. Yep, that's what we was talking about, South.
not for real though. Like we gotta dive into that like in a different way. Like it just don't make sense, bro. Like
They really don't.
it it really don't make no sense. Like it seems like it would be a win-win for everybody. So what are they afraid of, right? But I'd be lying to y'all if I said I went out here in this garage. My feet freezing out here, boy. It's cold as I don't know what. It normally ain't cold. Then got your boy over here in a chokehold tonight, man. It is cold out
Well,
here.
hey, I found your answer to that question on the ATA website.
So which
It says
question?
it says the ATA trade show is a members only event that's closed to the public. Uh, this helps the industry members focus on networking, business transactions, and growing the industry while at the show.
Yeah, we talked about that last week though, but like that's counterproductive. How am I gonna network? What is networking with my competitors doing to grow my business or grow the industry? Like this, none of it makes sense. And
Nope.
we're gonna get back into it like at some later date. Like, bro,
Yes, yes, Lathan, we did talk about if Nike made a bowl.
Yeah,
he about 20 minutes late.
right. He must.
It ain't the bow he worried
no,
about.
no.
That's
I
not,
think
That boy, you better be worried about your LinkedIn if Nike come out there with them clothes. You better get on LinkedIn.com and go apply. You better go to Nike//careers, my boy, because a couple of them fellas been up out of there if Nike come in there. Because they cold weather leggings alone to pack up a lot of these hunting companies' base layers as it is. Them cold weather leggings and tops are undefeated.
bro. Like, look, he said, "What y'all smoking?" Like,
it's a hypothetical
Smoking on
situation.
that
yeah.
gas. Life should be on Cinemax. Whatever Two Chainz said. I don't know.
Hey, wait. You gotta understand, Lathan. You gotta check it out like this. If they got into the game, they got more money than any of these outdoor companies put together. They they just do. So they could do it way better and go get the people from these companies to come work for them and pay them way more.
Fact.
They would take over the industry.
They run the world,
They
dog.
they can go get the top engineer at Matthews,
They can
double
do
what
whatever
Matthews
they want to do. Like they money
double
long.
double what Matthews is paying them. Bring them in. Go to Bowtech, get their best bow engineer, pay them whatever they want. Bring them in. They can go get the top Bowtechs at or the top bow engineers at all these companies, and they'll dip. Yeah, but Nike tell you what to get. So as soon as they bring the people over, start making the bow, the marketing train is gonna
He
do the
said
rest.
Nike's biggest consumer is a middle-aged woman. All right, yo.
Yep.
It's been real. I'm not doing this with y'all tonight.
Hey, my boy Squirrel Hunter Elite said, now y'all got me rocking bottomland forces.
Hey,
Out
yes,
of a whole
sir.
lot of miles into my Air Forces. What my
They
boy
make some.
Didi said. I
I
done done it all. Magic
make,
City,
make
Onyx,
me some
Strokers,
bottom land.
Chevys, Benzes, Rarries. You ain't never in your life seen a hundred this focus. And I did it all in a pair of Air Forces. What's happening? The
Bottom
bottom
land.
land Air Force Ones, I'm wearing those.
Yeah,
I'm
Hey,
not
especially
even a
some of
big
them
Nike
ASIC.
guy no more, but I'm stepping out in them gents.
do they got them?
Yeah, if they don't, I'll custom paint them.
I think they got some in Realtree Edge though. I think they do got some in Realtree Edge. I ain't never seen on no bottom land though. If they do, let me know because I need to
I
know
ain't seen
where
the
to go
edge
get.
ones either because I'd have them.
Yeah, them Edge
Hey,
ones. They
nah,
are.
hey, Jordan come out with a pair of ones in the bottom land, son.
Oh my god,
Woo.
No, I typed in
Imagine a pair of
bottomland.
ones in that bottom land.
that'd be fire.
Nope, I typed in
We
Google. There are
out
no
of here.
bottomland Air Forces.
We are out of here, son. Somebody can paint them. I'll do anything.
Yeah,
Like,
you can
I'm getting a pair of them. You better
hydro dip them
believe.
dunks.
I'm going straight to the store.
Yep, no bottomland. Nope, but they do got real tree.
Yeah, I thought they had Realtree. Was it the
Bro,
edge?
it's just like that. It's just like that Real Tree Silverado, bro. That joint so hard, bro. I was like, ooh, I wanted that thing so bad.
Yeah, it is clean.
That thing clean. That little peanut butter tan, whatever man, that thing fire. Can't even lie to you. I ain't never seen no Sitka pickup truck. I'll tell you that.
Ah,
I ain't never seen one of them on the showroom floor. Never in my life.
You gonna get them here.
and they gonna cost the same as the Cybertruck. That's why.
There you go.
Hey, them's clean.
Nah.
Dog.
With the peanut butter bottoms?
Hey, them's cold.
Hey, send me that.
I got you.
Nah, send me that.
Yeah, we got the peanut butter bottoms, man, and them jokers is going for
About
296 on StockX.
That's worth it.
But y'all got anything else for the folks?
Nah, man, go get your pair of them. Go get your pair of them Real Tree Nikes, man. And for
Like I
real
said,
though, take your bow out, shoot your bow, get it in. Don't let it sit in the closet till August, man. Like this thing, we can do this thing right here year round.
I got
We
so
laugh, we
many.
joke, we have fun on here, but
I got so many chickens I got left for trade for them.
What?
I got so many chickens I got left to trade for them forces.
Hey, be look,
that
hey,
boy
be,
right there
be,
is
be, look, hey, be
crazy.
looking out for the Prime Barter series coming out.
Right.
The Prime Barter. All right, man. Shit, we out.
All right. Y'all be good.
Peace. We see y'all on Monday.